Today, we're going to talk about Mr. Justin Gamble once again, because I've had a number of you guys reach out in my DMs asking me to do a follow-up on the mess that is his Discord server. There's a few things that have come to light when it comes to the subscription service on that and people having issues trying to cancel it that I think is worth bringing to your attention. Now, I mentioned in my last video that I wouldn't be talking about this guy again. The only reason why I am is because I think this is worth talking to, and the guy maybe deserves a bit of a pat on the back for what he's done based on a DM that I did send him. But again, I felt my stories previously were pretty full circle, so I didn't really need to talk about him again. But like I said, there's some things to unpack here. Now, to do a quick recap on the situation, I put out a video on this guy talking about his repacks and how they looked a little bit dodgy. He put out an apology video and basically said, yes, we agree with the things Daniel is saying. We're going to fix things. I then did a reaction to that video and I clarified a few things within that reaction because there were some things that he mentioned that looked like he was trying to change the narrative a little bit. I think that was on the third video that I spoke about this guy on. In the video that I just referenced, he mentioned that he was going to make his Discord server free, if I recall. And that was a Discord server that he was charging $17 a month for people to join and participate with him. And one of the big things about that Discord service that I thought was interesting was that, you know, he was getting people paying him $17 a month, yet he still felt the need to design his repacks the way that he did, which I thought, you know, was very, very strange considering that he had a lot of people in that Discord, so much so that I think he gloated that he was making upwards of 10K, you know, USD a month just from the subscription service within that Discord. And my messaging was, well, you've got so many people that are clearly liking you and they want to partake with you, they want to interact with you, that they're going to pay that kind of money. Why did you design the repacks the way that you did? Now, obviously, many people agreed based on the feedback that they shared within those videos, and, you know, obviously then raised a few more concerns when, you know, Justin went ahead and made that Discord server free. Now, one of the things I raised as a concern when that Discord server was made free was that there was people that had paid an annual membership service. So they paid, I think it was like $170 upfront, and they got access for 12 months. And one of the things that I got a lot of DMs on in the following weeks was that, you know, Justin was sort of laughing at the people asking for a refund. In my video, I mentioned that the people paying for that annual membership should get a refund for whatever months they had left that were now made free. Now, Dustin, strategically, when he pushed back on that comment, he said, well, Daniel, there's only 2 people that have paid for a lifetime membership. When in my mind, I said, Justin, in the comments and in my video, that, well, I didn't know lifetime membership were a thing. I wasn't talking about lifetime memberships. I was talking about annual memberships. So with that in the back of my mind, and then him sort of laughing at people asking for refunds based on all the DMs that I saw from his Discord, I was like, okay, this is interesting. Over the coming weeks, I had more people DM me saying, Daniel, I've got issues getting a refund from the, you know, LaunchPass bot within the Discord. Can you look into this for me? Now, LaunchPass is the business that he used to sort of facilitate the payments, facilitate the subscription service in order to access the Discord. Basically, that's what LaunchPass does. They facilitate that process for, you know, creators. So me basically getting information that people were having issues, you know, getting payment refunds and all that sort of thing, and then seeing how Justin reacted to people asking for refunds and laughing in their face, essentially, I thought, okay, this guy's playing games. I looked into LaunchPass, I messaged him directly, as you can see on screen, to understand, okay, well, surely the owner of the Discord has the ability to cancel everyone's subscription service, right? He's made it free. Surely they have the option to cancel it for everyone. And surprise, surprise, LaunchPass give that ability to owners of the Discord services, right? They have the ability to mass cancel everyone's subscription. So me seeing that response from LaunchPass and that ability to be there, and then seeing how Justin's reacted to people asking for refunds, how he's reacted and gloated about the whole Discord in the first place, I was like, well, in my mind, this guy is playing games. He's taking the piss. He's trying to scam people because he's either hoping that people aren't going to see his message for them to cancel their subscription and join the free version, or he's just going to hope that people have issues trying to cancel it, right? Because if he really cared about doing the right thing, he would have just mass canceled everyone's subscription. Now, I obviously thought that was the case. I sent him a DM basically saying, well, are you aware that, you know, on LaunchPass, you as the owner can cancel it yourself? Why have you not done that? And he didn't reply to me just like last time. I then had this Discord screenshot shared with me earlier today, which shows that Justin basically says something along the lines of, he wasn't aware of this, he's now mass cancelled everybody's subscription, which I think is a fantastic thing. Now, does that tell me that Justin did this intentionally or not? I don't know. I don't have the answer. Only Justin can answer that for us, but I thought it was worth mentioning because it shows that he has now fixed it, right? So the question then becomes, why didn't he do it earlier? Was he scamming? That's up to you to decide. From my perspective, the guy has shown when it comes to his repacks and all that sort of stuff that maybe he's a little bit ignorant with some things. Now, ignorant could be intentional, it could be unintentional in this case, but I wouldn't be surprised that this guy didn't know that this thing existed. And that's not a cop-out or anything like that for him, but I just thought it was worth mentioning and maybe is a bit of a pat on the back for this guy. Now, like I said, I'm not going to talk about him again unless, you know, some drastic shit hits the fan. I've had somebody share with me a number of this guy's videos with things that need to be called out, but I don't think it's worth calling out right now because I think, like I said, to open the video, we've almost come full circle with this thing. We called the guy out a little bit, at least optically. He agreed with the things that we called him out for. That's very important, right? People are going to try and change a narrative, but he agreed with the things that, you know, we held him accountable for. Now, it's not my job to hold people accountable or anything like that, but that's where things ended up. So we got to a point now where, you know, everything it is the way it is. His Discord now has been made free for people. People are no longer getting scammed with those repacks or ripped off with those repacks, which for the most part, those buyers should have been far more aware anyway, but it is what it is. Now, I think that's it for today's video. Like I said at the very start, we've sort of come full circle with this guy's topics. I think the videos, you know, give you the information that you need to make up your own mind. I'm not here to try and be a white knight or anything like that. I've got my own issues, but I just thought some of these things were worth sharing, especially the pat on the back that I think this guy maybe deserves, maybe not, for now refunding this sort of Discord stuff. I saw on Sports Card Radio's live earlier today that they were talking about the fact that this guy stopped making videos since I put my videos out on him, and whether or not that's intentional on his part, I'm not entirely sure. It could be coincidental because, you know, this guy very much seems like somebody that purely came into the hobby to make money, and what we're sort of seeing right now is people like him are really struggling to make money. I know I copped some heat in my video a week or two ago where I spoke about the market and how, you know, it's got a bit of seasonality to it, and yes, it's on a year-on-year decline, but you know, as a collector, as somebody that's been in cards for a long time, you still have the ability to sort of buy and sell and make your margins. But the people that are really struggling are people like Justin that have come in with a lot of money and spent on things that aren't really worth the money being spent on, and people and collectors, more importantly, don't want those things, right? It's all base card variations, you know, prospecting, all that sort of thing. And obviously those things are very much down, and people are struggling to, you know, sell those because they're not things people want at the end of the day, which is no real surprise, right? So I think it could be coincidental because of that, i.e. this guy come in to make money, he's not making money anymore, so now he's dipping, and it just happened to coincide. So it is what it is. Please share your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know if I said anything stupid, as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.